What do the doctors say? Have you been to a doctor or not?
Yeah, I went yesterday to see the physician assistant at my doctor's office, and they felt like, I was up at 9,000 feet on the week, when it happened, the morning I woke up and it was totally plugged. And they felt that it was an altitude kind of thing and that it can take a couple of weeks to resolve. They suggested to do Flonase. It's a nasal spray that might help with the inflammation. They did see that the eardrum was like, that there's pressure behind the eardrum. And so it doesn't hurt, fortunately. It just, I really can't hear out of it. And it's, it's disconcerting, to turn my head and say what a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just on my way to Crestone today, which is about 8,000 feet. So I don't know if it'll get worse or it'll pop it open. I don't know.
Okay. Okay, so let's begin. It's a small group of us, so let's begin by checking in. I'm checking in with presence. Over to you, Justin.
Thank you. I'm checking in with aliveness, and I'll pass to Lee.
I'm checking in with gratitude.
And you pass it on?
Oh, yes. Anushri?
Thank you, Lee. I'm checking in with acknowledgement and I pass it on to Gail.
I pass it on with
Actually, we didn't hear your check-in.
Oh.
We can hear you now.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, joy and optimism. And I passed it on to Monica.
Yes, thank you so much. And with full of love, I would pass it on to Justin.
Justin has been. So Meena ji, Monica, can I call you Monica?
Yes, please, ma'am. It's really a pleasure to join. So.
Right. Okay, Meena ji, unmute yourself.
Yes, I'm checking in with immense gratitude, acknowledging miracles and gifts in life. Thank you. And I pass it on to Liliana. Liliana.
Thank you. Good morning and evening, everyone.
Morning and evening.
I'm checking in with peace and gratitude and joy and forgiveness. So
yeah,
I don't know who I'm.
We tend to develop hyphenated words. Okay. And you pass it on to Mary Catherine or Vineet?
Mary Catherine.
अशोक, नीलू की फोटो आई है मधुकर के साथ, मैंने भेजी आपको.
Okay, Mary Catherine.
Yeah, I'm checking in with love. And who else needs to go? I'm on my phone.
Vineet.
Vineet.
Unmute Vineet.
I would like to ask. Yeah, I would like to. Good evening to all of you. I would like to ask that in your meditation session, you say that we follow 9, 4, 6, 1, 2, 1 to 9, breathe in, and 1, 2, 3, 4, retain, and 1 to 6, breathe out. Suppose if I have longer breathing extents of duration, like I can breathe in more than 9 to my full capacity. So can I breathe longer than that, or I have to retain as per your instruction?
Okay, so we are starting our Ask Me Anything with this question. Okay, Uh, Look, this is not the way you would breathe normally, Vineet. So when I'm guiding you in the meditation, there is a very particular function that the 946 breath has. Okay, what it does is it aligns your mind brain and your heart brain and your gut brain. We have three brains in our body. The mind brain is the brain as we know it, and it is informed by our past and engages with the future. So it oscillates between past and future. And its main role is about survival, making sure we survive, The heart is also connected to every organ in our body. And the heart brain is all about presencing the now and presencing ourselves in the now. And the gut brain, which is your colon area, that your colon is also connected to every area of your body. And so your gut brain is all about your inner wisdom. The wisdom that you have amassed through all your lifetimes is held in the gut, hence the gut instinct.
Wow.
Right? So when you go into the 946 breath, then your mind, your heart, and your gut come into perfect alignment. And that's why from time to time, I guide you to do the 946 breath. So when I'm doing the beyond meditation is about harmonization of our soul presence in this human form. So there is so much dialogue about, let's make sure that our karmas are good so that when we go, we meet our soul, then we are in heaven or whatever. There are various type of conversations like that. The reality is our soul presence resides in this human form. So because there is so much that has been talked about this, the soul presence, us, heaven, hell, going home, all that stuff, do whatever you need to, and then you will be going home where it is all going to be light and illuminated. There's a lot of that kind of conversation there. So there's lots and lots of inner deep-seated conflicts that are there within us. Okay, so the soul form itself is really indestructible, it's eternal, and the human form feels very fragile to it. So it doesn't fully express itself in the human form. However, the human form itself is only, it holds the frequency of love. So every cell in our being is holding the frequency of love, and love is an infinitely amplifying frequency. So the beyond meditation is a harmonization of the soul and the human form. Now, to be able to get into a state where by just saying the human vibe attunement phrase 3 times, you get the harmonization effect, your mind brain, your heart brain, and your gut brain is to be aligned before you get into it. So that's why I ask you to do that. And I end it with that because the 946 breath also gets you into a whole brain state. That's why it's important to follow that rhythm. You don't do it all the time. Just when you are doing the beyond meditation and I'm guiding you, there are times where I say, just breathe in and out. You do whatever you need to there. But when I'm asking you to do the 946 breath in the human vibe attunement meditation, there is a reason for that, which is to get that alignment between mind, heart, and gut, so that that perfect harmonization of the soul presence and the human form comes about. Remember, the phrases we are using, we begin with the soul form, declaring itself as a human, right? As opposed to it keeping itself distinct from the human form. It says, I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human, I accept myself as a human. So it is dissolving and releasing any conflicts around the fragility of the human form. This declaration itself lifts up as the amplifying vibration of love. And then the two come together.
Okay, I have a question.
So that is why you do the 9-4-6 breath, Vineet, in my meditations. Is that helpful?
Yeah, helpful, but thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So the next question.
One more thing, when we get tingling in our various parts of the brain, does it reflect we are in the higher state of consciousness?
It is actually, because it's a very physiological experience, right? What it actually suggests is that you are deep within yourself, connected to your inner light, and it is impacting your DNA. That's what it means. So us being in our true essence as a human is really the frequency that would be great for us to vibrate at. And the moment you land in it, vibrationally, you're in a level of purity, and the tingling begins.
Is there any state
And it's
higher
your
than tingling?
DNA that is getting activated.
Is there any
Yes,
state
yes,
higher
there is.
than tingling?
Yeah, there is. I'm not guided to elaborate on it right now, because there's more tingling for you to experience. When the DNA starts to get activated, it comes in waves beneath, and it's a great experience because it opens up a level of creativity within us, which is what we are born with. We literally can find a solution to anything. We have that scale of creativity, which is at the level of vibration of the creator. And hence, the tingling and the DNA activation, I allow people to really stay in that space for a period of time until you will experience an up-leveling yourself.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mynoo just on has a question.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm curious lately. I've been experiencing lots of like tiredness and fatigue. It hasn't been 24/7. It's just been like when I run out of steam, I run out of steam. And I've noticed a few other people, it's, the seasons are changing, of course, in this hemisphere, right? It's fall is happening. And I'm just curious if there's anything else energetic happening in the bigger picture or, with that.
Are you still in Boulder?
I am, yeah.
Okay, so, this next phase, as we are coming up into 2024, the next phase really brings in, the planet becomes a playground for a whole plethora of new nature spirits. Right, so and Boulder is where they come into. And when they come in, it's almost like okayness is not enough, because our bodies just go crazy, like metabolically, and want to absorb this new vibe. So a lot happens. It's as if you are awake throughout the night and throughout the day. even if you may be sleeping. So, and that does cause exhaustion. Okay, but it's really an advent of these nature spirits. So, you are in a beautiful place. This is the most amazing time in terms of changing of colors to be there in Boulder. Just walk down the streets and just get those trees to envelop you in their okayness. Feel the vibe of the different colors, the red, the yellows, the burgundies, the oranges. Receive them in your being. Red keeps us mobilized, moving forward. Orange always keeps us connected, presencing our what we are really about, our true identity, and it makes it easier for us to operate from our true nature. Yellow is very nourishing for the solar plexus, the liver in particular. The liver is playing an important role because these new nature spirits have very little tolerance of stuff that might be internal saboteur energies that we wish to hold on to just because we feel unsafe letting them go. And that'll probably be unconscious, right? So they have zero tolerance of that. So they're literally pulling all that stuff out of our systems, which is making the liver work over time. Drink lots of water, charge water. If you have any of my paintings, that would be great in terms of charging the water. Do you have any of the
I
courses?
don't know. Maybe if anybody in Colorado has a set, I can come and rake your lawn and borrow one.
Well, I'll send you an image. You print it out, use that to charge the water. And it's a vitality one. So work with that. But that's really what's going on. And you are in exactly the right place right now. And it is the right time.
Can you send the picture to me too? In the
yes.
Yeah. I am facing the same problem right now.
I will send it to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Monica, yes. Monica has a
Hi,
question.
Monica.
Hi, Mynoo. Like it's been immense, I would say, like full of pleasure, I would say, to interact with you. And thank you so much for all the activities, like the money one, like you said, right? You need to burn it. So we have done it, but like putting it in water and then putting it in soil, that completes the cycle, and that gave me a feeling of relaxation. And thinking money is potatoes, and like now I store potatoes a lot. So like I really feel like happy about it. That is within my control, right? So, and now I'm very much calm and composed. I really appreciate the way you actually gave us the shift. Instead of like running behind money, focusing like money is equal to potatoes. And now I need to ensure I get 2 kilos, 5 kilos if I have. I'm abundant, right? That is so simple to do. And so like you are unique, I would say, compared to, I have attended so many courses and programs, but it was very simple at the same time, like to the point, like, and which made us very calm and composed. Now I don't run behind anything. It's like everything is falling in kitty. And like, thank you so much. I really want to thank you for creating such an amazing program. And like your voice to listen is like so much soothing, because I'm very like, I would say, like always in a rush. So whenever I listen to your voice, it's like calm and composed. It's a meditation on its own. So, and whenever I get to see you or like your posts and on videos, like it's really a great. So I would really feel it's like a blessed period of my life. Whatever happened in the past, like now I'm really blessed to do it, right? But I just have a question, like at what point am I? So like how should I proceed? Because now I don't have attachment with the money part. I really want to support people. I'm a coach, but at the same time I feel, okay, should I invest in a program or should I spend in marketing? So like that kind of confusion step into my life. So I thought like you would be the best person to guide me, like as an angel of my life. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your acknowledgement, gracefully received. All the work that went into making this program available to so many of you who I'd never met before. There's a whole team behind it, so I will share your feedback with them also. So thank you so much. The main thing to remember around money is, the energy of money now is, it is a gift from God, our creator, given into our hands as humans to make this planet a place of pure love and joy. So as a coach, this is really what you're bringing out into the world. It's one person at a time. You are making their life filled with pure love and joy. The key thing is, so often we go out and share ourselves with other people, and we almost forget, who we are, and we overgive until we are disconnected from ourselves. Now, because you now understand that the energy of money is a gift from our Creator, given into our hands to make this planet a place of pure love and joy. It isn't given in the hands of trees. It isn't given in the hands of animals. It's given into our hands as humans. And as a human, like I was explaining earlier to Vineet, that our innate vibration is love, which is an amplifying frequency. So there you are, holding this energy of money, which is given to you to make this planet a place of pure love and joy. You always begin with you. So if you were living a life of pure love and joy, take some time to define what that would look like, right? Like really describe this person even, that is you, with this gift of creating this planet as a place of pure love and joy. You have this gift, and it is a gift that keeps multiplying and amplifying because you are a human. It happens naturally. So if it's going to multiply and amplify, what does that look like for me in my life? Look, always remember to realize anything, it always begins with having a quest for it, right? Seeking it. And once you seek it, then it's time to dream. And I read, I think it was George Eliot or T.S. Eliot who said, dreamers of the day are the dangerous ones because they have a habit of making the dreams come true. Let's be dreamers of the day. So once you have a quest for this life of pure love and joy, that you now have the capability of gifting to others because you have it in your hands, what would your own life look like? Dream that life and dream big. Dream, like really be audacious in that. What happens is this dreaming makes you open to receiving a shift within yourself. Because a lot of the time, people prepare themselves, and I have witnessed it in people who do my work. They are not prepared when money does come to them. They're not prepared when they have stupendous success in business. That success overwhelms them. So it's great that you're asking this question now because you're going to be prepared for it. So now once you have dreamt it, now it's time to look at, okay, I'm now going to co-create it. Who are going to be my collaborators and co-creators in this? Clearly, your clients are. Maybe your social media team is. Certainly, the technology is. Now, not everybody who's a collaborator is not necessarily a co-creator. Right? Now, you look at what you have and you're going to play to your strengths. So if you feel that you're all geared up and set up to use social media marketing as a way of getting to your clients, then you go ahead and do that. What I would like to ask you is a question that my son asked me. This is the point where I had completed, I'd done the work on seeding the World Dignity Forum in Los Angeles and had come to India, and I was looking at setting up our business collective in India. And clearly there was funding that was required for me to live my life in the way I wanted to live my life also. And he's a social media expert. He actually helps coaches create their businesses and have them grow. So I was this coach, and I talked to him, and I said to him, well, can you guide me on how to create a funnel and the emails and the how social media marketing and all of that. And so he said to me, okay, tell me, how much money do you require? And how much money will actually make you feel really comfortable? How much money will be a luxury? Right? And then he said, okay, what do you charge for your services? So how many clients does that represent? It actually just represented 3 clients. So he says that, look, what you want is to go from here across the road to there. You don't have to build a factory to build cars. You can just take the car that you have and take it across. Because this stuff, creating a funnel and all of that, and that type of marketing is very expensive and very complicated and requires a team and great dedication for it. So my invitation to you, Monica, would be, do this exercise, the first 3 steps, like I said, and then look at what is it that you do require? What is it that would be really nice to have? What is it that would actually represent luxury? And how many clients does that represent? Where do these clients gather? Define what I call as an avatar of your client. What kind of, where does she hang out, or where does he hang out? What kind of issues or problems they're dealing with? How do they deal with those problems? What kind of concerns do they have? What are the things that really gives them joy? Those kind of questions to get a sense of who you're communicating with. And if I wanted to, and then you ask yourself that, okay, if I wanted to get access to these people, are there people that already know these kinds of people who I can talk to maybe become an affiliate of mine or to become a joint venture partner of mine, where I offer some added value to what they're already offering their clients. So really, I got the 3 clients literally by talking to my existing 2 clients that I was working with. I didn't get 3, I actually got, 15. So.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It really,
yeah,
like I got the different perspective of thinking now. Like, thank you so much. And as you mentioned, love and joy all the time. Like that makes us feel so loved and love other people. So thank you so much for bringing the true self of ours. Otherwise, we were running behind money, but now we are very much calm and composed, full of love and joy. So always, wherever it's Mynoo ma'am's class, I think, yes, all the time we are full of love. Thank you so much for introducing to this type of life to us. Thank you to you
You're
and your
so
entire team. And like, be blessed with abundance because you have so many souls to change, right? So thanks a lot.
Thank you. Gracefully received.
Okay, Chokes, can you just put your camera on?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hello, everybody. I'm not sleeping. Why am I suffering from insomnia over the past 4 months, maybe almost the whole year? I sleep for 2 hours and then I don't sleep for 2 days. Then I sleep for 6 hours and I don't sleep. I'm awake for 2 days. So it's this inconsistency, and I'm finding it difficult to think and to even go to the gym or to go out for a walk. So it's like I'm afraid to go to the gym in case I go to the gym and I fall down because of the insomnia. But I have energy. However, there's something about my brain and my coordination and this insomnia. Why? How can I heal it? What is it that I'm not sleeping about? And any other thing that
yes.
you insight, I would appreciate that. Thank you.
So, Chokes, I'm going to give you 3 different perspectives on this, right? One is you're not the only one. There are many people that I have come across of late who are going through this. The main reason for that is our physiological form is shifting. There was a shift into crystalline and it hasn't fully been activated to the level that is required. That shift in itself actually creates very different rules of regeneration. Sleeping is one of the rules of regeneration of our physical body, right? And we created this thought that, 6, 8, 10 hours is important for that regeneration to occur. Otherwise, we are tired. Otherwise, our body doesn't recuperate. And a whole collection of concerns develop as a result. What I would like to say to you and to everyone is, what is important right now is rest. So even as you are lying down and you are not sleeping, what stresses us out is the dysfunctional thought that we put in our head that we should be sleeping for this long. So what if you drop the should and you remain lying down? I mean, my sister, at some point, I'll get her to come to these. One of the things that she always finds very odd is sometimes when I stay over at her place and there are other guests and stuff, a lot of the families in Dubai, so we all gather in one place. So I share the bed with her. And there are many times where she's like, if she wakes up in the middle of the night, I'm sitting down. And then she wakes up in the morning, I'm sitting down. And I wake up and I'm super rested. I'm not superhuman. I get that it is important to rest. So I stay resting. I do the 9-4-6 breath. I do, all of those things. I do the meditation of the rainbow light coming in. I sometimes decide I'm actually going to go into and connect with every organ in my body. So I do all sorts of things. Because, initially I was worried, like you, because there is so much conversation around, right? That we have to sleep, and especially when we do a lot of energetic work, it is like you have to recuperate. I have gotten from connecting to my own spirit guides, that, if you need to sleep in the way everyone else sleeps, then we'll let you sleep, Right now, there's your call to do what you have signed up for. So rest. We will ensure that you are rested. You literally are living your calling. You are completely in service of the divine. You know that, so there will be times where you will not feel that you wish to sleep, and you will be super energized. At that point, you don't even need to go lie down, because there is a reason why you're energized. Okay, you need to go around. But we stress ourselves saying we should be sleeping, we should be sleeping, we should be sleeping. And then when we text people and they come back and say, hey, come on, what's wrong with you? Maybe you should go see a doctor, you got insomnia. Let's not label anything. Let's just drop all the labels. It is what it is. Acknowledge this is what is going on. Don't need to get stressed about it. Just stay in the bed and allow the exhaustion to be taken by Mother Earth. Just allow that to happen. Think about it. I say this, and it used to, like, when I first engaged with this, it was like, whoa, this is an epiphany. If let's say you're deeply exhausted and I was to ring you up and say, Tokes, I'm stuck at the airport, I desperately need your help. You will come. You will come. You won't say, Mynoo, I'm just so exhausted, I haven't slept all night. You won't do that. And the same thing, as a mother, I know that if I get a call, it doesn't matter how tired I am. Suddenly there is no tiredness. So what happened? And you don't even need to use bull force. It's like an excitement comes in, and there might be some concern, but you're not using bull force to fight against your exhaustion. There's an adrenaline switch. You switched on yourself. The key thing to know is you are not exhausted adrenal-wise. Your adrenals are good, they're healthy. Your kidneys are good, they're healthy. You are going through that anchoring of your crystalline form to be ready for this next phase of where the planet is going. So if you're lying and you're not sleeping, you're feeling anxious, acknowledge that you're feeling anxious, acknowledge where you feel it in your body, and then you just release it lovingly. just know hands of light holding you all the way. It's a lot of work being done on your spine by hands of light right now. And for a while, it has been going on. Okay, so nothing to worry about, Tokes, nothing at all. Just you are one of the chosen ones, that's all.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Tokes. Sorry, Nazi.
Namaste. I have few questions. And one is very funny. The reason is I'm talking about detachment. I'm reading Bhagavad Gita. And 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, I lost set of 5 saris in my house. I don't remember if I gave it to dry cleaner or something. And they were my most precious one, most expensive ones. And I'm thinking I have so many I can manage, but I was attached. I am still attached. So every now and then this thought comes up. So my thing is there any symbolism? Will I get it back? Or is it somewhere? Because I travel a lot, but I did not move from my house, but they are disappearing. They have disappeared. I just want to know where are they and why I'm not finding them. I've gone through all closets and all, so it's not in my visual space. So it's very funny because it's something materialistic, but I want to know why.
Yes. I mean, they're in a happy place, adorning some beautiful woman. They are being put to good use. You know, all of that is there. So the reason why this is coming up again, Meenaji, is for you to bless these saris. That time with you was complete. Nobody stole it from you. I think it literally was, nobody's stolen them from you. I think it's just that you gave it somewhere and didn't collect it in time. And it's gone on from there, and it is being put to good use. So really just imagine a beautiful person wearing them, celebrating your choice, and sharing blessings with you for having, made this available to them.
See, giving is something, but taking away or going other route, little acceptance is needed, and
it's and Meenaji, I wouldn't, for me, it's about acknowledging it. So whatever you're feeling about it, acknowledge it, but now it's time to bless it and release it. Okay, many things have come back to me when I've done that. Like, there was, I have a crystal that I have been very attached to. It's a Shungite Merkaba. I think I've shared a photograph of it at some point. And at one point, I just couldn't find it. I mean, it's a crystal that I do a lot of my paintings with, and it's not that easy to get such a big Shungite. It was a meteor that came down, 15 million years ago. To get a big chunk of it and then carved in the form of a Merkaba is difficult. So I also went through that, and then I plugged into the energy of the Shungite, and it was like I was needed somewhere else more than you needed it. We've cleared everything up for you. So let me finish that work. I'll come back. I'm like, okay. So I just really, all I did was I acknowledged how I felt. I also acknowledged how silly that was for me, given where I was to be attached to something. And, other emotions and stuff that came with it. And I kept acknowledging until I got to a point where it was like, okay, I unconditionally accept what is. And I truly bless the person who is being served by the Shungite. And I wish that he opens up to receiving the full benefit of having this Merkaba. And it was bizarre. I moved from India to Dubai. I was unpacking my cartons and the Shungite was there. But I knew it wasn't in Delhi. So maybe it was there under the bed or something, and my maid found it. I don't know, but I found it. It was back. So I really sincerely invite you to imagine your saris enriching and enhancing the beauty of the person that's wearing them. Admire it, and also allow yourself to receive her appreciation for, whoever these saris belong to, for her to have it.
Also, Meenooji, you had mentioned like you see
So
when you meet a person.
will you take it on? Will you take it on with these 5 saris? I mean, they are really there for you to get into a space of, really blessing anything that is yours that might have gone without your explicit permission. Okay.
I've gone through that. I told myself I have so many, I have even better than that, but I'm just attached to those 5.
I know. And I'm not asking you to think you have so many. I'm saying you actually really connect, to the person that is wearing these saris, and really appreciate how beautiful she looks, and appreciate the sari for having given you so much joy, and it's time to let it go.
Okay.
But
Blessing.
do it like this.
Yeah. No, I went through that phase. I was okay. Then again, it comes up. So somewhere, like I think I should, if I had given, I wouldn't have felt that.
Yeah, I
So
think
I'm
it's
working
just
with that.
it's time for you to up level yourself to this state where if something goes, you feel what you feel, and you still choose to bless it and bless the person that's got it.
I have one more question. Once I met you first time, you mentioned you see person in different circuits, like 23 circuits or 26 something. And you even said that even 3 are fixed, the whole thing can be aligned and all. So would you like to elaborate now or later? Up to you. But it was very interesting. Till today, I'm thinking, what type of circuit? Like this, chakras? Or still, I'm confused.
It's actually more complex than that. I mean, I haven't. Maybe I will paint it one day. But basically, every cell everything is a vibration. Every cell is a vibration. Every nanocell is a vibration. It has a frequency, and they are all connected to each other. So I see it literally is like very fine lines that are layered upon each other. We've got like 13 different bodies. Not just the physical body. So you can imagine there is circuitry over circuitry over circuitry over circuitry. So I see all of that. I see all of that. Now it's, and when I first got that gift, it was very weird because I was actually in the Palisades at the Self-Realization Fellowship Center doing a silent meditation there by myself, right? That is where I developed this gift. And I would go into the lunchroom because they made me promise that I was going to eat every day. So I went into the lunchroom and I'm like looking at people. I'm like, I can see them as the circuits. And I could literally see where the issue was. I could see when people were talking to each other, where they were stuck, and I would go, okay, this piece, shift, and they would shift, right? And it was like, wow, but I was a bit worried whether I would be able to see people normally ever again. So now I see the circuits, but I don't have to I can activate it anytime. So I feel blessed. I don't know how to teach it. I don't know how to explain it more than this.
Yeah, and Sushantji said that I have very powerful aura. And I take it as a compliment, not as a pride or this thing, Guman or Command. But then I still want to know, what color is that? Is it for somewhere between green, purple, and golden or something? I'm just curious.
So what I'm seeing is it's actually it oscillates between purple, green, and blue. That's what is happening, and more about that another time in terms of when an aura oscillates like this. What does that mean? it's fine. They're all great colors. You know, green is a color of love. Purple is inner wisdom's being activated. Blue is your self-expression is becoming clearer. So they are all beautiful colors. Thank you. Hi, Gail.
Hi, Mynoo. It's good to see you as always. I had a couple of things, but I'm gonna try not to take over them. So, okay. Whew. I feel like maybe they're repeat offender. I don't know what they are exactly, but there are things that are still coming up. I feel like you said like we peel, like it's peeling onions, you know, the layers, especially when I think I told you I did a list of offenders. I did, and I found 30. You know, now all of a sudden my father, and a lot of it was from my father, and now all of a sudden he's texting me every day. So so it's absolute proof. And since the prosperity thing, I at least have been able to pay 1 month's rent out of like 4 or 5, and I've gotten 5 new students. I need the consistency. I need the up leveling. So basically, there are certain themes that still keep coming up, and I don't know if it's to do with offenders or what. So something that's I've had 2 things. 3 things I want to ask you. So something that keeps coming up is whenever I watch, and I don't know why, because I don't really would not want to apply, but whenever I watch like awards or The Voice or American Idol, I've had this for like eons. I burst into tears. And I thought that I had gotten rid of that, but I haven't. Part of it I love because, you know, I'm a coach, so I learn things and I see what people are doing, you know, but I tend to go into I don't know why I start to cry, but I think it's more, it could be like a why me, why not me? Why didn't I do this? You know, that's number 1. Number 2, as I've told you, I've met some amazing people, important people in music, and, you know, and basically poof, this has also been the story of my life where I've made amazing introductions. I've met people. I met Duke Ellington's son at a concert, and he has a big band, and he loved me right away. He came running over to me to give me his email address. I'm just giving, and I'm not trying to give out names, but you know, there's been certain things that have been going on, and nothing came of it. I met that phenomenal producer, and so far nothing's happened with that. And things seem to just evaporate. And that's kind of been the story of my life. And it gets frustrating. I've gotten a little bit better about it because I'm so busy and I love my new students, you know, and I wrote 2 new R&B songs and blah, 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 all of that. But, you know, at the end of the day, is it because I'm busy and I'm doing my thing, or it's just not the right time, or, you know, it's like, what is the deal with it? And then what else? So that's one of the things. And then other people's luxury. I think I hate to say it because I'm not jealous. I don't think I've ever been a jealous person, but I am feeling a little like, and I don't like this because it's not like me, but I am feeling like, oh my God, my friends have the most beautiful apartments. You talk about luxury. They're in so much luxury. And I'm dealing with, you know, I dealt with roaches recently that my landlord didn't want to pay for. I mean, just stupid shit, stupid stuff. But it's like, come on already. I want to up level myself. And I'm trying to, you know, figure that out. You said during the prosperity thing, I believe that, so there's the repeat, connecting with the universe for 5 minutes. And I'd like to know for some reason I didn't have what that meant. I mean, to me, maybe it means doing the list of offenders. Maybe it means doing the 9-4-6 breath. Maybe it means watching, you know, one of your meditations. I don't know, but I'd like that to be clarified. I'm just going through a lot of stuff, and I feel like I've made a turning point, but not enough.
Okay.
You know, I don't want to go back into the junk. I want to keep rising.
Yeah. So you made a turning point, and now it's time to walk the path that is in front of you, which is different than what was there before, you know. And yes, there is still a little bit of that safety net. I mean, the fact that your dad's texting you clearly shows that the path is different. You know,
Yes.
it's lined with vibrations that are quite different than where you were before. So that's one thing to know. You've turned, it's time to take this step. What is taking the step? What type of a step can you take? So I would like to suggest that you take the step of defining you. So if you were someone that actually was sought after by these people, these amazing people from your industry that you met, but they were seeking you out, and you done everything, money is a non-issue. It's just flowing. Students are flowing, your gigs are flowing, awards and acknowledgements, and you're being seen. All of that is also happening. If you were that person, what would that person look like? What would be the personality of this person?
Confident.
Well, I want you to describe it, like literally even draw it if you can. So what colors would she be wearing? And choose a buddy, invite someone to be your buddy in Beyond Meditation, to whom you can describe this person. Because your power will come from declaring that I am that. And then you literally, physiologically stand up from wherever you are, put some shoes in front of you before you start the conversation process with your Beyond Meditation buddy, and step forward after you have shared, put on these shoes. And you start walking, embodying this person as you. You don't see this person. It feels like a very exciting, sporadic achievement. That's not me. Even though you don't say it, you wish it as a hope. What does a hope have? An undertone of worry. What if it doesn't work?
Correct.
So it doesn't work.
I took a big chance. I took a big leap of faith, and I'm staying the course. Many people, especially people that are not creative, or kind of let go of their dream to be successful. Because I know this, like I have one friend, she has the most beautiful apartment I've ever seen in my life, overlooking Central Park, Central Park West, Central Park South. It's incredible. And she really, I found out that she really wanted to be an actress at one time. And she totally gave that up, and she does something else. And she has all this money. She travels. She goes to Broadway shows and Lincoln all the time, but she's not happy. And in my own way, I am happy. I know how to be happy no matter, it's kind of crazy because I've gone through a lot of stuff. I know how to be happy. And that's actually who I used to be. And now I think I'm starting to be that again. I was always basically happy no matter what. So,
and hey, Gail, you can enjoy that home whenever you want to visit your friend and have a friendly conversation as well. We don't have to own everything.
No, but I'd like to, but look, I love my apartment, but I do love my apartment, but I need more space. I'm in a walk up.
Have that as a part of your definition of this person.
Okay. And I haven't gone for any gigs. I have to be honest. I don't know why. I have not gone for any gigs because honestly, I did go through a time where I lost a lot of energy and was exhausted. Now I'm starting to get it back, and I'm starting to train myself to get used to doing a lot of things during the day and at night and pacing myself. I know in the B book you talk about, working for like, I'm going to say it wasn't obviously don't quote me because it's your quote, but you said something about, so I would work for like 40 minutes, I'm going to say, and then I take a 20-minute break. And that's genius because I had a problem with the song. I was trying to force the song because I'm doing this work, force it to happen. It wasn't happening. So I said, the hell with it. I'm going out with a friend. We went to like a little Broadway thing for an hour and a half. When I came home, a whole song, the whole thing came right out of me. So that rest
Right.
that you talk about is key.
The main thing I want to share with everyone from this conversation with Gail, is that because I'm thinking Jill next, so
Okay.
what I want to share with what's come out from the conversation with Gail is, the fact that you experience luxury, when you visit a friend, or it's in your field, it is yours. Let's seriously, ownership is just, it's just a set of agreements that you sign to own a property. It doesn't give you any experience. When you go in and experience something, that is your reality. And you can become very attached to owning it. And then you
Yeah.
miss out on the experience. So go forth and experience away.
Oh,
Because
that's
then the
funny.
universe will go, let's multiply that. Let's have more of this.
I always felt like that. I always felt like, okay, I went skiing once, and I loved it. That doesn't mean I have to be a skier. I played golf and I managed to, by the end of the day, really.
Gail, I'm just going to allow somebody else to come in as
All right,
well.
goodbye. So the connecting with the universe, Mynoo, what is that about? The connecting with the universe.
The process that I took you through in that session was, I took you into your energy vortex, and you connected with all your desires that the universe had already delivered. So the connecting with the universe is literally like 5 minutes. Okay, teammate, team leader, universe, come on, join me, and tell me, what is it that I need to know? And you also have the opportunity to say, today, at this point in time, this is what I would like to happen. You go forth and make that happen. And every day you have 5 minutes with this universe energy. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, Gail. Hello, Jill. I'm calling you Gail.
Hi. I have a question about kind of like vibration level. So when I was in Journey, one of the things that you were talking about is that when you do the work on yourself, your vibration changes, and then you might have relationships around you that either they step up or it falls off. And in terms of work, now I have like amazing people around me and wonderful like post Journey, and great things are happening. But I do have a situation of a project that was set up before I did Journey. And I am sort of stuck to this project with people that are like in a bigger position, higher position than I am. And these are very, very, very fear-based women operating from an old system of the way we used to have to come up in this industry in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And they have young girls working for them. And those girls, even though they're in their 20s and we're doing a different thing in the 20s, 20-year-olds coming up are really about working together and being empowered, but they are operating now on this system. I don't know how to handle the situation. I've been trying to go back to my personality traits and grounding myself in that, but I feel like I'm working almost with like a spooked horse. Like you just don't, it doesn't matter what you say, it's a very abusive, and it's just a bad situation. And I'm trying to think like, what is the lesson here? It's old stuff. But
Okay,
I'm not
so
sure.
Jill, I'm going to arm you with 3 questions.
Okay.
And you work with these 3 questions and share with me what emerges from that.
Okay.
Right? So
Yeah.
the first question is, it's my favorite, and you also know about it, which is in the context of what is happening here, right? What is yours? To,
What is my what?
what is yours to do?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, answer it in the context of what is going on right now in this place that you're in. What is yours to do? That's number one. The second question is, you are doing this project, you're there, and there are various things that you're having to do, right? Because you need to. So what if you didn't have to? What if you didn't need to? Would you choose to do it?
Yeah. I mean, it's, do you mean like, are you saying just sort of think about it in terms of, I'm just going to let this one go? And
well, it may not be about the project. It may be about something very specific that feels, so off, and you're tolerating it.
Yeah.
And putting up with it because you feel you have to. So then it's like, okay, if I didn't have to, would I choose to do this? No, I wouldn't choose to do it. Okay, but I'm here and I do like the project and I have these people I'm dealing with. Okay, so what would I choose instead?
Okay.
Okay, so if I chose that, what will be the consequence of that? Okay, do I like that consequence?
Okay.
Okay, I choose that consequence. Now that consequence may be, having a conversation with one or several of them, asking you to, have the space and whatever it may be, but go through the sequence.
Okay.
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 And the third question is, find what's great in this scenario, in this project. Whatever it might be, a little thing, big thing, whatever. And take that as your starting point to spin into greatness. So then you ask the question, how much better can it get? Wow, this has happened. Oh my gosh, look at this. I never really realized there was this collection of good stuff. That's why I've been a part of this. Wow, how much better can it get? Universe, show it to me.
Okay.
Okay. And yes, here's a fourth action that I want you to take, which is ask yourself the question, given that I am in this situation and it is the way it is, right? What are the positive aspects of being in this situation?
Okay. What are positive aspects?
And I'm not asking you to think positively about it. I'm saying the situation is a situation, what are the positive aspects of being in this situation? Or the fact that you're asking me this question and I've armed you with these 3 questions that you can use everywhere in your life. That's a positive aspect,
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. And just like one quick thing about this is, if this is still kind of hanging on from previous stuff, does that mean that there's a part of me that there's still work that I need to do around whatever this is, or is it just like left?
No, I'll tell you what I'm picking up. The underlying basic emotion of resolve does not have that Sergeant Major resolve opens a doorway to what it opens up for you. It's not very clear what you are resolved about. There are many aspects in this particular project that really, they do turn you on. And there is this part that is there. So get resolved about not just the kind of life you wish to live, the kind of projects you wish to engage in, how they make you feel, experience living your life, the kind of people you work with, all of that. What is it that you're resolved about? So present Sergeant Major resolve.
Okay.
So Jill and I are talking about a little bit of jargon here from a big body of work that I do, which is A Journey into Miracles. It's a 3-week, it's actually a 6-month program. It begins with 3 weeks immersion, 3 weeks of immersions. So Jill, yeah, that's the piece. Sadhana.
Okay. Resolve. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, I know that several of you have your hands up and I haven't even come to you yet. I would request you to share your questions with me. You can share it in the group or you can share it personally. And if it looks like something that is appropriate for the group, then I will address it next week. If it is something that is personal, then I will just respond to you individually. I would like to bring this meeting to a closure today. At this point, thank you so much for joining me. I'm in the middle of a marathon filming session. We'll be working till 10 p.m., recording a number of courses so that you can actually implement some of the wisdom that I share in your own way, at your own pace, using our platform. It would be useful for me to actually complete our session now and be ready for the next shoot. The course I'm beginning is 12 Steps to Exquisite Enchanting Relationships.
Thank you so much, Mynoo.
Mynoo, are we having the Beyond Meditation?
I actually said on the Beyond Meditation group that I will not be live doing the Beyond Meditation. My suggestion would be, Anushri, if you can share the playlist, because I'm speaking up that different people are going to be called to different Beyond Meditations today, as opposed to me giving it to you. So if Anushri can share with you the Beyond Meditation Master playlist, you just go in and do the one that you're called to do, but do it at that time.
Okay. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you,
so
Mynoo.
much.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Mynoo.
you, Mynoo.
Thank you, Mynoo. I'll share my question personally to
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Are you in Delhi? Are you in Delhi?
I'm in Delhi, yes.
Yeah, when are you coming to Bombay?
No plans yet, Ashaji, but
But you cannot leave India before you meet me.
Yes.
That is 100% sure. I've told universe
That's a
also.
promise.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's it, Mynoo.
Bye.
Thank you.
Next
Mynoo.
Thursday I'll ask you a question. Bye.
Mama Asha has spoken.
Thank you. I think that was lovely. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Mynoo. Love you.
Love you. Bye.